Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Southern Wealth. I hope you guys are doing very well. If you do enjoy the content, please consider dropping that like and subscribe. As you guys know, it's the only thing that I ask. Yesterday, I was actually supposed to record, but I'll tell you what happened to me. I lay down on the couch a little bit just to watch, a little movie, etc., with the wife. I completely fell asleep, and tada! Woke up. It was basically time to go to work. Before going to work, taking care of the baby with the wife, etc. With the baby, she's almost 3, but I call her a baby in any case. And that's the reason why I didn't record yesterday. So today is going to be a little bit of an extended video. I think maybe not. So number one is to look at the general market. Number two, where we are in the cycle. Number three, the Solana debacle, if you want to call that. Number four, going forward, basically. So let's look at number one. Number one, TLT remains stable, although a little bit lower than in the past couple of weeks, but nothing special. The dollar is around the 107 level, so that's something we need to look at. Stocks have kept moving higher. I think the S&P hit a new all-time high yesterday. So for all of the guys predicting a massive market crash with what was it, the AI? Well, I guess that didn't work out that well, right? I think the Nasdaq also put in new all-time highs recently, so I suppose that those theories, ended up not being anything. Bitcoin's around 96, 97,000. Ethereum is around 2,700. At the time of this recording, maybe the time that I actually upload, the numbers are different, but that's what it is right now. And altcoins are still poop because basically Ethereum is poop. So most of the things tend to track Ethereum still, and we are waiting for that long-awaited pump. Where we are in the cycle. So as I mentioned before, if we do have a 2017 type of cycle, we are looking at a smaller alt season bubble sometime between now and May or so. And then we have another altcoin season later in Q4. Now, one of the good things is nobody can see this happening. In fact, a lot of people are calling for the top being in, and we are actually already in a bear market. Is it possible we are in the bear market? Of course. Anything is possible. Now, I see a lot of things to tell me we are not, but it is possible that we are in the bear market. You see, we need to tilt the odds in our favor. You remember this? I keep saying this over and over again. Tilting the odds on my side. Now I'm going to give you a quick example about Ethereum, exactly what I mean. The last time, actually, Ethereum has been this oversold on the weekly time frame in the past a total of 9 times. So 9 times we were as oversold as we are today. Those 9 times we ripped and broke higher to the upside, and the smallest move we made was plus 50%. That was the smallest move we made after being oversold in this time frame. And that move came within 10 to 12 days or so. Now, does that mean that's going to happen next week? No. That doesn't mean it's going to happen next week. Does it mean it's even going to happen? No. What I'm saying is, last time we were in this position with Ethereum, 9 out of 9 times we went up massively. So, in the perspective of trying to tilt the odds in my favor, I'm willing to take a risk that Ethereum will do the same thing again. That's it. Is it guaranteed? No. Does it have to happen mandatorily or something like that? No, it doesn't. It's just, once again, I'm in front with the information that I have, and I'm making a decision. That's it. I have made, as you guys know, several predictions, and I want to tackle this because there was a comment saying, hey man, you were wrong about Ethereum and wrong about altcoin season something. So to be clear, we are still in time for altcoin season. Have I been wrong about the performance of Ethereum and when I said that I thought Ethereum was going to get to 5K by mid-January? Yes, Yes, I was very wrong, like completely wrong, like couldn't be more wrong. I'm always a very straight shooter. Like I'll tell you, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Like I'm not trying. You see, I don't need to pretend that I was never wrong to try and sell you something, which is usually how these things go. Usually, the way these things go is I focus only on the times that I was right. I completely ignore the times that I was wrong. I block anybody who says that I was wrong, and I try to convince people to buy something from me because I've been so right in the past. That's usually the MO of people on YouTube. Notice, I have zero trouble to admit, yes, I was very wrong in Ethereum. And by the way, I've said this before as well. If Ethereum is not above 4,000 by the end of February, give or take a week or so, give or take plus minus 2% or 3% from 4,000 level, we are effectively doing something different than 2017. That's a fact. Does that mean that we get to March and March catches up with the 2017 cycle and the February underperformance, let's call it like that, is just a little change in the cycle? Maybe. Is it an extended cycle? Just like 2021 was a shortened cycle, maybe this cycle is extended. Is it possible? Yes. Is it possible it's going to do something completely different from all the other cycles? Yes. Is it possible we completely broke the cycle and now we are in no man's land and we just to try to guess our way into the future? Yes. Is the bull market completely over? Is that a possibility? Yes. Now becomes, if that happens, so let's say that Ethereum captures the 4,000 or close to 4,000 level within the next, what day is it today, 19? Let's say within the next 10, 15 days or 10, 20 days. Okay, we are pretty much back to 2017. Let's say we pump very aggressively on the second half of March and we completely catch up to the 2017 fractal. Okay, we had a slight deviation from 2017. Let's say we do none of that and we go into May or something and then we pump in May, for example. Okay, it's completely different. You see my point? So in my view, it's then a matter of you assessing the probabilities and what you should do with your portfolio. That's pretty much it. Now we can have an idea of the fractals, we can have an idea of the cycles, and we can try to see if we are following them or not. That's what we can do. At the end of the day, you're playing with probabilities and you try to tilt them as much as you can in your favor. I have a major rule that triumphs all the others, which is buy cheap, sell expensive. Is altcoins or others versus BTC objectively cheap versus Bitcoin? Yes. Are they close to be expensive? No. When will I start selling? When that Bitcoin dominance goes from 60% to close to 30%. Okay, then altcoins are expensive. When I say 30, it doesn't mean if we get to 30, I sell everything, but if it's 31, I don't sell anything. You get the point. You sell, or at least I will sell as we move towards that level. What if we have an extended cycle? Because I will never get completely out of crypto, I will benefit if we have an extended cycle in any case. And it will depend. Are we expensive, let's say in October? I don't know. We need to wait and see. If we are, then I will take out more profit. If we are really expensive, I'll take out a lot of profit. If we are a little bit expensive, I'll take out a little bit of profit. So what I'm trying to say is that the key rule to me is buy cheap, buy or hold cheap, sell expensive. That's it. We are nowhere near expensive. We are in fear, according to the Fear and Greed Index. And there's a terrible sentiment in the market. It's actually quite interesting. There's a terrible sentiment, despite the fact that Bitcoin is less than 15K away from reaching new all-time highs, which means we're not even 20% down from the last all-time high. But I think the reason why is this. 2021 was a shortened cycle. What that means is the business cycle and the liquidity cycle peaked in March of 2021. April 2021, we found out about it. So Bitcoin peaked in April 2021. And then the majority of altcoins, as usual, peak about a month later in May of 2021. Now, I know, Bitcoin went to a new all-time high in November, but if you think about it, it was never seen before levels of leverage. And what did we achieve? A 6% higher high, 65 to 69K. 6%. That's all we got. With unlimited amounts of leverage that ended up leading to the collapse of Three Arrows Capital, Dongquan, Luna, Celsius, BlockFi, Voyager, FTX. You get the point, right? So, and that, all of that, just to get a 6% higher high, and most altcoins actually never got a new all-time high, so they made a lower high. So that's the frame of mind of the majority of people. They were planning to get completely out of crypto by end of March the most. And now, January and February perform like this, and all of a sudden, oh my God, I cannot wait until March. I need to do it now. So they end up getting screwed. And let's make the segue into Solana. What's happening in Solana with the Libra coin from the Argentinian president, etc., has exposed a group called the LA Vape Cabal, in which basically confirmed what me and other people have been kind of hinting in the channels about Solana being a complete casino that is rigged against its players, even more than your normal casino. Now, obviously, people need to be very careful, including myself, because you don't want to get lawsuits or anything like that. So we always have to be very vague on these things. But if you have any experience in crypto whatsoever, you know that there was massive amounts of manipulation going around and massive amounts of value extraction from the community in Solana. In fact, just for you to have an idea, the value in rug pulls in Solana, value that has been lost in terms of rug pulls or been given to people like the ones that I mentioned before, totals $5.6 billion. For you to have an idea of that amount, that's more than Grayscale has sold of Ethereum ever since the ETFs for Ethereum came out. That's more than that. Think about it. And the funny part, if you listen to people in the LA Vape Cabal, is that they were complaining that they were being sniped by even bigger players, which we now know, or allegedly, there are rumors that were people linked to Jupiter and Meteora, two of the main exchanges of Solana. And if we follow the crumbs, there's some connection also to certain Solana validators, because guess what? Solana is not decentralized as much as people want to convince you it is. And now, what we knew becomes known. What we knew but couldn't prove, and was a simple conspiracy theory, has become public knowledge. Why? Because the KOLs stopped making money with Solana, which means some of the Cabal members stopped making money as well. So as soon as these people stop making money, the information gets spread out, and you start to see evidence of things that people always knew. I compare it a little bit with the USAID ID matters. We all could see that you open up, a newspaper from that country over there, and the newspaper from that country over there, and the news and the opinion, the framing of the news looked identical. So we always knew that there was some sort of coordinated propaganda machine behind it, but it was all conspiracy theories. Until Elon Musk and Doge get to the government, and they show that these people were paying news outlets. Were you shocked? No. Were you surprised? No. you just got confirmation of what something was a month ago a conspiracy theory. Now, do I think that Solana will collapse or anything like that? I don't know. I don't think so. I think people like casinos. I think people are distraught really is mostly because um, it's a confirmation that the game is not fair against them. And you could see do you know why I always kind of had this opinion? It's very simple. You had certain coins like Trump and Melania coin, in which the coin barely came out. I'm talking within 3 seconds of coming out. And there are clips of 1 million, 500,000, 750K, $500K, and say, who in their right mind? I mean, I'm not sure if you've ever seen this, but if you go on Dex Screener and you check the newest pairs being created on Solana, right? You have you have coins being created literally. Like the last time I checked was like in 2 minutes we had like 14 coins coming out, right? So how the hell can you be so sure that you can drop $1 million in a coin that has come out in 5 seconds? The answer is insider information. That's the only way you know. Because nobody in their right mind is going to drop $1 million in a coin that is out less than 5 seconds ago, unless you know there is a legit thing before anybody else. That's the only way. Now, so people, I would say, oh, there's a big backlash against meme coins. No, you need to understand this. Meme coins, let's say 9 months ago, were all about the community. So I think meme coins that actually have real communities, what I've been saying all this time, community is the real asset. Community, endurance, dropping 90% and surviving, growth in users, growth in influence, growth in followers. That's how meme coins become successful. Not in 30 minutes pump and dump coins. But what I think this may lead to, particularly if you combine it with the FTX token unlocks for Solana and the general token unlocks for Solana that are already programmed, is I think Solana users are going to get tested, because Solana users have only existed in a world where Solana is the star, the main player, the quarterback, the goal scorer. And now, what if you become not the main player? Do you have a good number of people who believe in you, who treat you as a cult in order for you to succeed? Question mark. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. Then, so that's it. Unfortunately, it is what I think most people informed about crypto suspected. People were always very careful talking about it, because when you don't have evidence, it's very hard to start, making accusations. But now a lot of information has come out and has proven what most people have been feeling for a long time. And basically, your casino players, this is like a casino saying, hey guys, we rigged the system against you. We make a lot of money against you. You think you have the same probability of success as anybody else. But no, actually, you have less probability of success than dropping all your chips on red. And that confirmation for a lot of people is really, really bad. So we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. I don't buy this, oh, Solana is going to disappear, finished, going to zero. I don't think so. Okay, so let me put it out there. But I also don't think, like Crypto Banter was saying, oh, these $13 billion of unlocks are all priced in. Really? Really? Grayscale has sold $4 billion of Ethereum. $4 billion. There has been such a massive downward pressure on the price. And you mean to tell me that $13 billion of selling pressure? I mean, even Grayscale sold 22 billion of Bitcoin. The first 14 billion were quite punishing for the price. Are you telling me that $13 billion are completely... How the hell do you even price that in? But I mean, sure, maybe the bull market is so strong that it counteracts all that selling pressure, or maybe all these people are so loyalists that they will sell none of their tokens, just immediately stake them or something. We'll see. We'll see, to be tested. But to say that with such confidence, oh, it's all priced in, for sure. I don't know. I think you're playing a very dangerous game if you believe that. Now, going forward, what makes me bullish at the moment? Number one, fear in the market, complete disbelief, and thinking that the cycle is completely dead. We talked about this also. I mentioned maybe we're going to have a little bit subdued first altcoin season, and then we have a massive one at the end of the year. We'll see. I don't know. But I do see a lot of fear, which in my book is good. I see a record amount of short positions in the CME like never seen before on Ethereum. That level of shorts is so big. If Ethereum comes anywhere close to $4,000, there's so much liquidation on the positive side that I'm very curious to see what's going to happen, because it's such a massive short positions. I've never seen. I think in the last 3 months the short positions went up by 6-fold. It's a complete look. If the traders are wrong on that one, and my experience tells me if everyone is piled in on the trade, they end up getting burned. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen to those short positions. Then, central banks keep on cutting rates. Last one was Australia. Hasn't cut rates since 2020. Here they are cutting rates again. Why? Because we need to refinance the debt. And we cannot do it at such high interest rates. It's a mathematical problem all across the world. It has nothing to do with Democrat or Republican, conservative or liberal. It's all the same. It's all a mathematical issue. They need to refinance debt, and they cannot do it at current rates. Period. That's it. Then US and Russia are negotiating peace. Europe is completely cut out, which shows, but this is the problem, right? When you live off the US protection for so many decades, then they don't put you at the grown-up table, they put you at the kids table. I'm not saying this as ha, look at Europe, right? It's not a joke. It is what it is. If you behave like kids, you get treated like kids, so you don't get to sit in the adults table. Sorry. Then I see the business cycle just bottoming out. You see, the last time, the reason why March 2021 was the top, April 2021 ended up being the top, is because the business cycle peaked in March 2021. It's now bottoming. It's the complete opposite. So I think this is but then again, it doesn't matter. People are so linked to the 2021 cycle, they cannot see 10 feet ahead. It is what it is. The only thing that will change people and people's sentiment is the green candles. That's all it is. There's nothing I can say, there's nothing you can say. It's irrelevant. So what I'm presenting here, I'm not trying to convince you to do anything. It's up to you. I really don't care. I am here saying the things that make me believe that the bull market is still intact. Can I be wrong? Sure. If I'm wrong, I'll be the first one here, and you guys can completely destroy me in the comment sections. You see the regulatory landscape improving. You see the political side improving. You see the business cycle improving. You finally are seeing liquidity going up again across the globe, so it's not all dependent on the US, which is also good. You see the dollar kind of flattening, getting a little bit down. We'd like to see that move accelerate. Start to see the bond market stabilizing. We start to see peace being the focus instead of war, which is also good, not just for the markets, but for humanitarian reasons. And we're starting to see, and the last time that we were in similar conditions, Ethereum has blown up 9 out of 9 times. So with that, I leave you be, guys. Please go to the comment section. Tell me your opinion. I always try to read and respond to all the comments. Do you think the cycle is over? Do you think it's only Bitcoin this time? Do you think we have no chance? Altcoins are finished, meme coins, Solana, everything is finished, Ethereum is completely finished. Do you think I'm a clown for thinking that the bull market is still intact? You guys let me know. Just, don't insult my family or anything like that. If you want to insult me, that's fine. If you want to call me an idiot, I don't mind. And with that, thank you very much for your support, guys. I really appreciate your time being here. Hopefully next week I'll probably have a live stream, as I'm almost 100%, but I'm still a little bit on the shaky side. I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.